when the user make a request to your server, you need to respond back to the user. So yeah, to get a response from our server, there is a need for a request to be made to our server. Now, anytime there is a request to made to our server, there are a lot of things that come with the request. There are a lot of things that we can actually know now, but we get to know them when we keep going. You have different kind of, you have what's called header, you have barrier token, you have different kind of thing can be sent to the request to the server. Even have body, you can send a huge of data, you can send the data to the server through your request. So now, but one of the things that we should want to learn today is what we call queries. So queries is a part of data that come with request to the server. So now we are going to have what's called query like this, which is request. So I'm going to just say, I can say final. I say my name is the name is equal to query. So the request like this dot. This one called query. Query. Let's say query like this. Now when I say query, now it's a map. Hence it's a map. I get it now. You can only take everything like that. But we're not taking everything. What we just need is actually what is called name. We need a name, and that's all. So inside the name, we have our name. So now any name you give to us from name, we're going to receive from name, then give it back to you. And say response. I'm going to send. I say your name must be $sign, interpolation of name. So your name must be. So now we need to also get. I can see we need to return something back. It's not respond. You're not expecting void. So we say user. Then the request is going to check and see your name must be this. That's what they're expecting. So now if I just go back to user, now I'm going to not like going to have an error like that, but I'm going to have a empty string. I say okay, just user like this. User, not users. And your name must be. I was called none. Your name must be none. Is that fair? Now, what we actually need to do is to put our name in front of this guy. Let me increase this so you can see the screen. The same technology. We're going to just have what's called a question mark like this, then put my name like this and say it's equal to something. Ademola. So you can see your name must be Ademola. Can you see now? So now it's the same technology that Google uses. Sometimes you say hello like this. You can see how what's called search and the question is equal to this. So in Google website, they go to search part. The way I go to I don't know the kind of technology that I don't know the kind of technology that they use. Do I get to user here? Go to search. So there is something that I asked, which is the name, which is the query that I use. The query is called what is called this, which is name. The other one is just skill, and the answer that I get to it is Ademola. The answer that I get to it is the one that I search. Now, because of when Google searched it, there are a lot of things that it generates. It generates your ID, your location, and that's why you're seeing all this one there. I guess you can see even have the source ID. The source ID says the home. Different kind of thing that's sent through your request to the server through get request. And this is actually get request. Now it's different other thing that's sent your own request to the server through get request. And all of them are this is an ID now. What's hashed to make to become an ID. They have different technology that they use to like hide or to change it back to what they want to understand. And then you have what's called the main source, which is the source ID, is the home. If it is you're using edge, you want to give them edge and different kind of thing like that. Now we can also have you look at the technology here. There's something that I always call hello here. Then you have nothing. This answer there. You have OQ. I don't know what that means to be sincere. So I have OQ, then I always call hello again. I have another one called and GSLCRP is equal to all this. I feel that one is location and that one is geography and the other one is location. So now because Google use your locations to be able to like get what you're searching for you. So now they check and say it's equal to this. But what I want you to take note of is this word and. That means that we can have two words and say final last name is equal to request dot query okay q. So I want to say last name. So we may need to like just put it like this, depending on how you want it. How you put it, that's how you must access it. So now after that, I want to say okay, it must be this $, also the last name. So now if I come back here Now what I need to do is we have what's called a user here, then the name is equal to this. Then we are another thing to actually, let me just remove this but I have network. Now we have what is called then also dollar sign here. No, not dollar sign, it's what's called and. The and I'm going to say last name it's equal to then what's going to be equal. So now I press like this, you can see it must be Ademola Ibuku. So that is how we use what's called a query. I hope that is clear. So now that is a query. Another thing that we need to like learn also. Let's go to another part. Let's get another get request. I will call app dot get. You have a part. I'm going to say a product. Products. Then async req. So I can put request. Now you can also give the type of the request. But there's a type for the request. Now type request like this. Then req. So you can just give the type. Now if you are inside of your get request like this, you're using your routes like this by yourself, you don't need to declare the type, but you can also declare the type. But if you are outside of get, maybe you are inside your controller, so you should declare your type. You should declare your type like this. You should declare your type. If you're inside your controller or outside. So I will call response. So then, so what other thing do we need? We need to just now what I want to use now, this is what we call query, and what we want to practice is called parameters. Now, parameter is a way whereby you send a data. Now, this one you send data through queries, which is this command name. Now, this one is going to be that the data is going to be part of the link or part of the URL. So let me say, we have how do you create parameter like this? You have what's called /, then you have a dot like this, then you put your params there. So now what could be our params? So I'm going to use what is called maybe this one name or slug. So now then I'm going to say that say print. I'm going to just write return yes dot send. Say the name of the product is, then I am using slug now, or I can use the slug. Let me say slug. Just put the slug. You understand now? So slug like this. Now we don't have this slug like this currently, so we need to create it. Not that we made, we should create it. Our final slug like this is equal to request dot now it's called params. Also, it return back what is called a value, which is you have to put your dot that you added like this. So now, if you come here like this, say now they can use the same thing. So front dots. Now he said not found. Then we say, why not found? Yeah, because there is nothing called product. Expect another thing and expect that thing in front of it, which means you need to have what is called / like this before it smashed the endpoint. So the parameter allow you to add something like this and say, okay, love, let's say love book. That's a book. That's it. And I see the product name is love book. So it's part of the URL, not like question mark name. So perhaps is a kind of part of the URL. Even it can actually be inside of the URL. You can see how / and that's what I say create. Create, I guess. Let me check. So if I come here, this will not going to be met again. Going to say not found or fall for nice, not fall for again. Until I say create. Can you see? So this guy that is there is a parameter. It's not the real URL, but it's the parameter. So you can have a parameter like that, and able even to add another thing by using an ID or anything, add another external things to it, and that's how parameter works in your link. And use params to get them. And you say dot params, you put the name that you put here, and you get it. You're done. So that's how to use params here. Okay, you're done for that.